way out there, but we're still doing it the old way. We live in the greatest country on the planet, and there are a lot of people sitting around complaining and being cynical.
Like everyone's whining about this old model, and I'm like, why don't you leave it? Look at all this over here. Look at all this opportunity.
Since so much of our lives revolve around our work and the way we make our living, many people are thinking there just has to be a better way. The biggest challenge facing our world today is not making money, is what are we going to do with all the displaced unemployed people?
People are afraid that they're going to make the wrong decision. People are afraid of the unknown. People are afraid that maybe I don't have the skills. Hey, sports fans, industrial age is over. It's dead. It's dying. That's why going to school to get a job is an obsolete idea. A steady paycheck is an industrial age idea.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, if you can see me, okay, I'm sure that most of you are in mute mode. Okay, we don't need actually any reply. But if you actually can see me and you just want to reply, right, you can actually just give me a high five. Or if you want to comment anything, I think there's a reaction there, there is a thumbs up or there's a clap, Okay, basically if there's any question and you think that you agree, you can actually just put on some reaction. Okay, then, if I happen to ask you any question, yes or no, just share with me your personal view. Okay, if you need to do a thumbs up, you just do a thumbs up. Okay, so anyway, I'm sure that, over here, you saw some of these, poster here. And, this is how you end up, coming onto this Zoom, session. And, very welcome everyone to actually come on board this Zoom sharing session. Okay, so I'll be actually later sharing on how you can actually work part-time, how you actually can create your own business by working from home through using Zoom. Okay, now but before I actually start, I would like to actually share with you a little bit about my company first. Okay, then after sharing on my companies, I will actually share with you personally about me, and then what is the business opportunity or career opportunity. Or even if you just want a part-time job, and then you want to just come on board to work during this period, this COVID period. As far as you all know, if you are in Singapore, we are still, in lockdown until the 1st of June. And, even we are open on the 2nd of June, there will be 3 phases. There is still a lot of trade that is being affected. And you probably be still working at home, or maybe you are only partially working at home. And you want to actually use some of your leisure time to increase your income or to learn something new. So without further ado, let me just share with you, our company is a very huge company. But how to actually elaborate huge, right? Okay, I think I'm going to bring you to some of our company event first. Okay, so we are one of the very, very huge company in Singapore. We are probably even bigger than your company. Okay, in Singapore level. Okay, so we have event that is a 15,000 packs, 8,000, 9,000 gala dinner, and then we also have events 70,000 packs. Okay, the only company that actually hosts the event in the Singapore National Stadium. Okay, but right now I'm going to show you one that is in 215 is in Singapore Indoor Stadium. So we have that event for 15,000 packs, and at that point of time we are only about 7 years old. Okay, but having so that we are already 7 years old, we have about 200 staff. Okay, and we train 200,000 entrepreneurs. Okay, we have trained more than 200,000 entrepreneurs. Okay, so this is back in 2015. So let's take a look at this event. Okay, so basically what I want to share with you is this event is actually we built up ourselves. Okay. We are just given an empty indoor stadium, but we need to do this whole setup by ourselves, but we are able to do that. So let's take a look now.
首先，我要谢谢我们 marketing 团队的所有同事。那么，很多时候我只是想我要的东西，我只是想我的策略，真的去行动的，很多时候都是他们。这一些 VV 的经理级的员工，虽然他们只是 VV 的员工，不过很多时候他们做的东西，他们付出真的不输我们4位管理层。 这一些就是瑞威真正的幕后英雄，一切的一切都是由出面这一群幕后英雄，这一群经理做成的。让我们再给他们一个最热烈的掌声！在今天4年局馆的这个场合，我跟我们的这群经理代表瑞威国际正式宣布，2015年12月份终极领袖表扬大会正式开始。
Okay, so I think you just see one of our event that was in 2015, in Singapore Indoor Stadium, total 15,000 pax. I think you could have seen that how we actually set up the stage. Okay, that event cost us about $4 to $5 million just for that night. Okay, so in case you don't understand Mandarin, this company actually started in Singapore quite some time, but because of the initial part, there isn't a lot of English speaker, what we call operator that actually come on board. So we start off with a bit of Chinese culture, okay, but gradually we are also moving into towards sharing this business in English language, okay. But if you actually see this, if we are very into Chinese culture and you are a non-Chinese and then you don't speak English, right? Congratulations. Okay, why? Okay, if you are an Indian, our market, we have not expanded to Indian yet. So there's a huge potential market for you. So there's also a lot of English culture country we have not expanded yet. Okay, so if you know how to leverage on, on me who can speak English, and you can leverage on your language skill, okay, in expanding to non-English, non-Chinese country, right? Okay, you're going to earn a lot, more than the operators over here. So moving on, I'm going to share with you one is another event that was in Philippines. Okay, Filipinos don't talk Mandarin. But having said so, our market in Philippines is also very huge. Okay, this is a gala dinner in 21 night, which we are in Philippines, as you can see, is 3rd anniversary. That means we are only in Philippines for 3 years, but yet we are able to hold a gala dinner for 7,000 pax. Okay? A gala dinner in Philippines. Okay, only Filipino can participate. Let's take a quick look, yeah.
我们再注意看，原来菲律宾已经这么大了。菲律宾人真的是很肯吃苦。When you focus on expense， 你集中在某些市场，那个市场就会变大。再大的目标，你都能够完成；再难的目标，你都可以去达到。
Thank you for being a big miracle, not just for me, but for thousands of Filipinos. To my fellow Filipinos tonight, clear your hearts, open your minds, believe and you will see. Because tonight, this is not just an unseen hope, and it is called Freeway International.
My life is so miserable, but because of Freeway, my life is changed.
Thank you for sharing your heart to the 110 million Filipinos.
Okay, I think you have seen the video, and then from the language you can actually know they are all Filipinos, because for this event that was done in Philippines, right, only Filipinos can attend. Okay, so in a very short span of 3 years, we have created multiple $1 million income earners in Philippines. So those ladies that you actually saw, they are in white, or gentlemen in white, right? They are all $1 million income earners. Okay, now moving on back, I'm going to bring you back to 2018 in Singapore. You know, we have a very huge event. You know, it's actually a history recording event in Singapore. We became the first company, you know, private company in Singapore, and it's a non-listed company, not IPO company, and having, you know, a very huge event in Singapore National Stadium. Okay, so let's take a look. It's a 70,000 pax event.
今天是我们 VV 2018年最后一季的终极领袖表扬大会。今天这一场表扬大会很与众不同，跟我们以往过去这么多年的表扬大会不一样。今天基本上可以算是一种庆祝会。今天这一场是做给在座每一个人的。在这里，允许我宣布，2018年 VV International 终极庆祝会现在正式开始。
追忆的伤，宿命的痛，坚持的梦，流泪的决心，紧握的双手，去创造一条光辉的道路。
Okay, so in this event, okay, we engage a lot of superstar performers from Southeast Asia. So this event cost us almost like $25 million. Okay, so much as, you know, about all our company, you know, events. Okay, I'm sure that, you know, we go back to the main topic today. You know, you are actually here on board this Zoom is because you respond to a poster like this, where you can work at home or work from home. Potentially, you can make a few $1,000s a month by working a few hours. Okay, so it's simple copy and, you know, paste job. You know, answer some inquiry, and what you do after that is to get, you know, the interest party to attend my Zoom sharing session. Okay. So, you know, over here, I'll be actually subsequently teaching them how they can create extra income by using Zoom. Okay. So if you are, you know, not able to use Zoom to create extra income, you know, it's very, very unfortunate, you know, but hopefully, you know, after this event, you will know how to actually use Zoom to create extra income. Okay, a short introduction about myself. Okay, you know, I start, you know, being as my career at the age of 16 years old. Okay. So I don't usually go for jobs that I, you know, take it as a passion. You know, I usually go for a job that give me very good income. So at the age of 17, I was already making Singapore, you know, dollars 2,000. Okay, so at the age of 17, at the 1987, 2,000 is a huge amount of money. I think it's equivalent to about currently about $5,000 Sing. Okay. So among my peers, I'm one of the highest income. Okay, but unfortunately, at the age of 21, we need to be enrolled into the, you know, national service. So I chose something I liked, that was, you know, being an aircraft engineer, you know, rather than to be in the army. Okay, and then I signed a contract, you know, but then I realized, you know, being an employee, you know, in the 6 years, right? Okay, the income is very limited. Okay, it's very stable, you know, but the thing is, you know, something that's stable, they give you a very fixed income. That means, you know, you cannot pursue for higher income. to a certain extent, it's very pathetic. I earned about 25 to 30,000 during the 6 years period. That was on a yearly basis that I need to even work part-time. Okay. So upon finish my contract, I left. I didn't continue, although they actually offered me to extend my contract. I ventured into real estate industry as a real estate agent. In the first year, I clocked in $120,000, right? Just in the first year. And on the third year, I earned more than $500,000. Likewise, on the fourth and fifth years, I earned more than $500,000. I'm the top income earner in the company. Okay, so good, I was even appointed as a company trainer. I'm allowed to build my own team, okay? At my peak, I even has 1,000 agents under me. On all, I mentor more than 3,000 agents, okay? So I become the company head of trainers. And then, I also, advertise my group of agents who are very successful with 6-digit income on newspaper. So, my top agent earns about, between 700 to 800,000. Now, okay, but my career don't stop there. So at the peak, I also ventured into traditional business. Okay, that was in 2007. Okay, within 9 months, I opened up 4 furniture boutique, and one of them is for export purposes. Okay, now, but then when I was at my peak, I realized something is that when I was in my furniture business, okay, I find that in my life, there's something that is missing. Okay, because why? There's always something that is good. You always want to share with people around you, especially to your loved one. But then, as a business, what we call furniture business owner, I find that, it's very difficult to actually coach people around you. And, even if they want to come into such a business, right, they easily require, minimum $500,000 to $1 million. So it's not possible to actually make people around me also enjoy the quality of life that I have. Okay, so because of that, I keep on searching. Okay, that was back in 2007. I kept searching, So there's always ways I can go back to real estate and then to actually groom people to become a real estate agent, But personally, being a real estate agent for more than 15 years, okay, I know, the life of a real estate agent is not easy, okay? So there is not much of a freedom. Your freedom is all controlled by your buyers and your seller, okay? You, in fact, also burn your weekend, okay? So if your weekend sales is good, likelihood your Monday and Tuesday, there's a lot of paperwork that you need to write. But if your weekend sales is no good, that means your Monday and Tuesday, you have to work extra hard. You probably has to go for more, prospecting, more roadshow, more door knock, more flyer distribution. Okay. So, I want to find something that I can empower, embrace my other, my loved one, my friend to also increase income. So finally in 2013, I find a fantastic platform. Okay. So I tried for 2 years and the result was remarkable. So in that 2 years, I made more than $500,000. I, in fact, was even also, invited by radio station, to share about my, success secret and also to encourage younger generation to embrace into entrepreneurship. Okay. So what was the platform or the opportunity that I chanced upon? Okay, which today, I can actually use Zoom. I can even work at home. We don't even need to work on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, the platform was known as Reway International. So it's a very huge company, which I show you all the event. So today I'm one of their top trainer, top leader. We are given a title now because of our achievement, because of our, development into overseas company. So our title is known as Team Elite Pegasus. So Team Elite Pegasus are actually all wearing white in this company. So, minimum you need to have an income of at least about 700 to 800,000 over a running 12 months. Okay, so it's between 700 to 800 minimum over a running 12 months. So some of the Pegasus can go as high as $3 to $4 million a year. Okay, so how does our journey looks like? We all start from level 0, and then along the way, because of our achievement, our development in our team, so this is how we move up the level. And over here, I actually put my journey, in this platform in the video. So I hope you all can take a look. At the same time, also take a look at the way, how this company recognize you when you have your achievement. Okay? Okay, so that's me. Okay, so over here, my topics today is actually create extra income by using Zoom. Okay, so so using Zoom, but was it by using Zoom a very good platform to actually create income? Okay, my answer is definitely. Okay, why? Okay, this is going to be the trend. Okay, so as we all know, Singapore is a first world country, and Singapore is a country where the jobless rate is very, very low. Okay, we have so much job to the extent we need to import or attract foreign talents to even Singapore to work in Singapore because we have too many jobs. Okay, but unfortunately, if today, with the surface of COVID-19, okay, a lot of industry has been disrupted. Okay, this is according to a posting by our Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong. Okay, so he even mentioned that some of the industry will be temporary, or some of the industry will be permanently disrupt to the extent that some job will totally disappear. Okay, so if you are currently being put at home or work at home, there's a possibility that you might also lose your job. But we hope that these things don't happen. Okay. But having said so, we also face a problem that, what our minister has actually mentioned, okay, despite, we are very strong, but potentially, we cannot save every jobs, okay. But fortunately, is that, there's something that a lot of people couldn't imagine 50 years ago. It's actually now getting in trend, okay, which is actually to become a social media manager, okay. That means if today, if you embrace yourself and then you embark yourself on the journey to actually work with social media, then you will have a lot of huge income potential. But is it true? My answer is yes. Okay, why? Because in 2013 I started a career by working in business with this company, and I leveraged a lot on Facebook. Okay, so we did some Facebook marketing and Facebook Live, and then our business grew to even incomes of exceeding $1 million a year. Okay, so this is going to be the trend. Okay, so at the same time, moving towards with this, social media trend is also in biotech. Okay, so take note of this thing called biotech because I'll be sharing a little bit later. Okay, because our business also a little bit related to biotech. Okay, so biotech, according to Bill Gates, will be going to be the huge business opportunity. Okay, so the next wave of wealth is not going to be in real estate, not going to be in financial company anymore. It would be in biogenetic technology. Okay, to the extent even Bill Gates has their own medical research institute. Okay, so just that if you are not aware, Bill Gates predict, the potential of this corona death rate could even reach 65 million. I think at the current moment, right, the death rate is about 300 over 1,000. Okay, so there's a lot of prediction for even World Health Organization that this pandemic will last up to 5 years. Whether you like it or you don't like it, it probably will last very long. Okay, so if you want to go into the next trade, biogenetic will be the best one. Okay, now over here. Okay, so if you actually learn to use Zoom, okay, so you use Zoom, and then learn the skill and then to be employed as an employee, or should you actually use Zoom to become, an entrepreneur? Okay, my answer is this. Okay, if you actually learn the skill, don't go back to become an employee. Okay, although a lot of people say employee, is very stable, you get regular income, but you also get stable low income. Okay, I have seldom came across that employee earn $1 million driving Rolls-Royce. Correct or not? Okay, most of the very successful multi-million-dollar income, they are all in business. Okay, so as an employee, yes, you have very stable income. Okay, but again, every 10 years, 12 years, there's a recession, there's a retrench, there's also possibility you'll be laid off. So if you actually look at this newspaper cutting from Singapore newspaper, okay, in Singapore, we projected we have hit an employment rate, between 4 to 5% by the end of this year. Okay, 4 to 5% is very low. Okay, US predicted, they will have up to 30%. Okay, in US currently, right, it's then about 14% jobless. Okay, so they are predicted to reach 30%. So in Singapore, okay, if you are in Singapore, still very lucky. Okay, you'll be 4 to 5%, but hopefully you don't become, one of the 100,000. Okay, so, in terms of employment, it's not going to be a forever iron rice bowl. Okay, so if you have a chance, I would suggest, be an entrepreneur. Okay, so now, but having said so, to be an entrepreneur, a lot of people has fear because why? They always feel that entrepreneur has a lot of obstacles and school didn't teach you how to become an entrepreneur. So instantly when they see this word entrepreneur, they find that they need to have spend a lot of time. They need to have a lot of money for startup investment. They need to be very intelligent. You need to have ideas, knowledge. They need to be young. You shouldn't be 50, 60 years old. Okay, and you need to have very good business partner or even mentor. Okay, let me just share with you. Don't worry about this. Okay, entrepreneurship doesn't matter about age. Okay, entrepreneur can be as young as 19 or 20 years old, can be as old as 70, 80 years old. Sometimes the older you are, the better you are. Okay, if you don't know why, right, you stay back, be my student, I will teach you, I will explain to you why, how you can leverage on your age. Okay, if you don't know, it's very normal. Okay, but just, stay with me and you will understand. Okay, so now, to become an entrepreneur, okay, you need a platform. So over here, I'm going to share with you, my company, the platform that you actually can work with. So like I mentioned, my company is known as Freeway International. Okay, we are a Singapore company in Singapore more than 10 years. Okay, we have products, we have services, and then we have already more than 4 million users. Just within the first 10 years in Singapore, okay, our turnover already achieved more than Singapore dollar 10 billion turnover. Okay, we in fact beat Singapore listed company Brad Talk. We in fact are bigger than some of the property developer within their first 10 years. Okay. Now, at the same time, we won Singapore Prestige Brand Award, and then we have more than 40 branches over 8 Southeast Asia country, including a very stringent country like Japan and Hong Kong. Okay, now, more important, if you are here to look for a career or a business or a job, okay, now, our company has created a lot of achievers, and more than 10 achievers, they own Rolls-Royce luxury car. Okay? Now, it's very important, when you actually venture into a job or a career, the company must be able to create achievers or pay people who can drive luxury car. So if you actually go into a company, where the highest paid staff is only earning like 200,000-300,000, don't waste your time. Because even you climb up to the highest level, the highest ladder, your income is only maximum 200,000 to 300,000, right? That is your maximum potential. The boss can't pay you anything more. Okay, so at the same time, apart from the 10 Rolls-Royce luxury achievers, we also created more than 200 achievers. So when I mean more than 200, we can be created like 300, 400 achievers, which have more than 500,000 income on 21/9. Right? So in a year period, over a 12-month running period, we have achievers earning income more than 500,000. Okay, so you might be asking, is there any proof that your company actually creates so many $1 million income earner? Okay, just to show you, in 2015, we already create a lot of achievers. And then, we was, among all the Chinese business owner runs company, right? We are ranking number 12 worldwide. Okay, ranking number 1 that actually created the most millionaire is by Li Ka-shing. Ranking number 5 is by Jack Ma. Okay, so if you don't know how to actually, read Mandarin, it's okay. You can screenshot the pictures and then you can ask your friend, is this the ranking? Then number 7 is from China, okay, from Dalian Wang Da, okay, Wang Jianming. Number 11, if you are a Filipino here, okay, is there any Filipino here? Can you give me a thumbs up? Okay, ranking number 11, okay, don't be shy. If you are Filipino, please feel proud, that you are Filipino because we work with a lot of Filipinos. Okay, it's Lu Xiao Tan. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you all know who is Lu Xiao Tan. Okay, so apart from the Ayala family, Lu Xiao Tan is also one of the richest Chinese business owner. He owns Philippine National Bank. He owns Philippine National Airline. He's also a property developer. So Lu Xiao Tan came in ranking number 11 and ranking number 12. which is our company, a very young company. At that point, we are only about 7 to 8 years old. Okay, we already create a lot of $1 million income earner. So in terms in Singapore, we are ranking #1. So if you are Singaporean, please feel proud. Okay, we are only 7 to 8 years old company and retaining ranking number 12 in producing the most millionaire. Now, the next question will always surface. You mentioned that your company has a lot of achiever driving Rolls-Royce. You only say, but can you prove any video to see? Okay, okay, I will show you some video. Okay, so these are the achievers who have their dream car is Rolls-Royce, and usually they are men. Okay, for women, usually they find driving a Rolls-Royce is very troublesome. Okay, so how old are these achievers and how do they look like? Let's take a look. Okay, I'll fast forward the front part. It's about intro. Okay, so we have a Rolls-Royce product, Rolls-Royce platform give you Rolls-Royce opportunity, so you can have Rolls-Royce achievement. Okay, so in this group of achievers, you see most of them are men, okay, because women are not so into cars. Okay, so women are only more into handbags, holiday. Okay, but you can see, it's very rare for a company to have so many achievers driving Rolls-Royce. As you know, Rolls-Royce costs about 1.2 million. So whether you like it or not, if you drive in Singapore, every year you need to spend about 120 to 130,000 every year. Okay? And then the youngest among this group is 39, the oldest is 60 years old. But then you mentioned that you have a lot of achiever, but I only saw 10. Where are the rest? How do they look like? Okay, I'm going to show you. Okay, these people are a bit more shy, so they dare not dare to drive Rolls-Royce, as Rolls-Royce is very high profile. So even when you drive to a hotel, usually you don't park in the basement car park because you might get stuck along the ramp. Okay, so you usually park at the hotel main car park lobby. So those that are actually want to keep a bit low profile, how do they look like? So these are the group. Let's take a look.
Countless lives have been changed. But to us, it is just the beginning. Let us continue to strive towards our dreams.
Okay, so these are all the $1 million income achiever. The younger is 29 years old. The oldest is 80 years old. So that means if you are above 29, below 30, 80 years old, you definitely has a chance. Okay, so just have the guts to actually come on board. Don't be pessimistic. Okay, so what does all these people do, right? Okay, so what are they doing? Okay, they are all an entrepreneur. So they work with our company, they partner with us, and we provide them a business model. So in this business model, what do we actually provide them? We provide them a service and we provide them a product for them to actually market to create income. Okay. So when you actually provide a service or you provide a product, okay, you always want to provide something where people want. Okay. So if you want to know what are things that people want, right? Okay. To be exact, what you can see is that I think if you talk about best-selling product at this moment, I think it's a smartphone. Okay. So big companies that that have huge turnover is like Apple or Samsung. Okay, they all have huge turnover, and almost everyone has a smartphone. So if you were to want to venture into smartphone, I'm sure it's going to be very strong competition, and then the cost to compete with them is actually very high. Okay, so you might want to look for other product or services that you can embark. Now, so sometimes to choose what is a product or service that people want, it's actually very difficult to identify which is the one that most people want. Okay, so of course if you can come out a money printing machine, I think that would be best, but unfortunately it's not possible. Even if you can produce one, it's illegal. Okay, so might as well I turn the question a little bit different. Okay, I'm sure that at this moment people around us, they definitely have fear, they have pain that they don't want to suffer. So if today you can identify what is human number one common fear, okay, so I'm sure if you can produce a solution, okay, and that will be actually the best service or products that people want to pay for. Okay, so personally, what do you think? I mean, there is a chat box over here. What do you think is human number one common fear now? Make a guess. Don't be shy. Okay, there's no perfect answer. Okay, but you can try that. So what do you think is it? Okay, so to be exact, okay, give me a second. Yeah, I have something that blocked my screen. Okay, now, according to statistics we conduct over almost like 10 to 12 years, because I've been giving talk very regularly. These are the 3 common fear faced by human. Okay, but of course we don't know which one is the number one, because why? In certain talk some people say it's broke, in certain talk they say it's sickness, in certain talk they say it's aging. But I think it does make sense that if these are very common fear faced by human. At this moment, I think a lot of people is concerned about job security, whether will they be retrenched or whether it be a pay cut. At the same time, a lot of people are worried about if they step out of their home, will they get the coronavirus? Even if they don't get the coronavirus, they can be cured. But what is the after coronavirus effect? Okay, or even there is actually no coronavirus. There are people who still die because of, or maybe they are very sick because of cancer, diabetes, heart attack. Okay, but of course, if you ask around some people who are, you know, they are not broke, they are very rich and they are very healthy, then their concern is about aging. Their concern is about aging. People around 30 to 50 years old is always about aging. So these are the three common fears that most people are worried. And if you have a solution, they will pay you a lot of money. Okay, so I have the solution. So over here, you know, we are a company, we train entrepreneurs. So in terms of service side, we actually provide them, you know, with training and mentorship. We will train them how to increase their income so that they will not become broke. Okay, so if you are broke, it's because your job is not stable. If you are broke, it's because your company underpay you. Okay, don't blame yourself. It's your company underpay you. Just change the job. Okay, but if you cannot get a job, buy a job. Or if not, you partner with me. Is it easy or not? Correct or not? Okay. So it doesn't matter about your education. Even if you only have primary 2 education, it doesn't matter. Okay? As long as you are physically alive, come be my student, I will coach you. Okay? So at the same time, you know, we coach, we also provide you a product because if you are in service line, you have to work until you die. You cannot stop working. Okay? So over here, we also provide you a product. You just market the product, and as long as consumer continue to buy the product, you know, from your platform, you get paid. Okay. So what kind of product do we have? Like I mentioned, a lot of people are afraid of what? Sickness, aging. So over here, yeah, you get it right. Okay. Over here, we provide a supplement that increase the immunity system of human or friends around us. We also provide a beauty product. Okay? So this is the trend. Why? Beauty product. Yes, if today you walk into duty free, what is the common things that people buy? Or what is the one that have all the big counter? Okay? Any, you know, or shopping malls, okay, you will actually see beauty products. Even if you go into airport duty free, you either see liquor, you know, cigarette. If not, okay, skincare, beauty products. Okay? So these are the things that these three things that we actually provide. So it's a complete business model. Okay. So now, so why do we want to actually choose beauty and you know, supplement? The reason, you know, these two items, they are consumable. Okay, consumable, you know, in terms that, you know, you'll be used up. So when customers use up and they want to buy again, you know, you have repeated income. If they continue to use until they die, you will have a passive income. Okay, and second, more important, we are a Singapore company. So the product is owned by, you know, us. So we start from Singapore. So who is our customer? Definitely is Singaporean as well as anyone that is outside Singapore. Okay, if you only sell to Singapore, then you know, your market potential is 5 million. But if you were to sell worldwide to every corner, then it's going to be 7,000 million, 7 billion population. Okay, so the good thing about us is we are not US company. We are not from USA. Because if you were to work with a USA company, right, by the time they bring the product to Southeast Asia, the western part of the world is already saturated. You probably left only 2 to 3 billion population for you to market to. But if you work with Southeast Asia, okay, then of course, you know, we can even market this product to the West, to the US. So do you see the advantage? Okay? If you are Asia, okay, take pride of being an Asia. Don't be continuous to be under, you know, leashed by the American. So as an Asia, we market the product to the American and we make money from that. You know, got it? Smart, right? Okay. And then our company is in Singapore for more than 10 years. We are very stable. Okay. If you are not good in Singapore, you won't last 10 years. Okay. So because we all know Singapore is a very competitive, you know, country. Although we pay high, okay, but it's very competitive. Now, our turnover in the first 10 years is more than $10 billion. That means the product has very high demand. We even, you know, if you think BreadTalk is selling a lot, you know, it's good to franchise BreadTalk. You know, our volume is better than BreadTalk. Okay. In addition, you know, we already have 3 to 4 million users. That is going to share with people that, you know, this product is very safe. And our product is high value, high price, you know, like smartphone, but not Nokia phone, We are like Mercedes-Benz, you know, we are not like, you know, Nissan Sunny. Okay, so there is still a lot of buyers, okay, and you don't need to sell a lot to make a lot, okay, because why? We are high value, consumer are willing to pay high price, so you get high earning without selling a lot. And our production cost is high, it's not easy to duplicate. So as of now, we still don't have any competitors, okay. So our product is getting popular and uptrend in demand, so your income will also be uptrend. Now, next thing, you know, we have many testimonials from customers. And in our company, we don't believe in using what we call like a product ambassador. We don't believe in paying people to say that our product is good. Because customers these days, they are not stupid. You know, you pay a celebrity to say it's good. We also know that celebrities don't use the product, you know, they carry. Okay? Now, our product has modern technology, which I will share with you later. You can Google. We are the only product that have 5 modern technology. Our product have halal cert. So we can also market to Muslim country. If you cannot market to Muslim country, you're going to lose 24% of the market share. Okay, yeah? So be smart, okay? Have a product that have halal cert. Then, of course, you know, we have safety compliance. We have FDA cert. We also have blessing from Singapore Health Science Authority. So if you don't have blessing from Health Science Authority, you cannot market in Singapore. Clear? Okay, we won Singapore Prestige Brand Award, and award given by minister means we also have blessing from the Singapore government. Then we have expand to country, okay, like first world country like Japan and Hong Kong. Very, very, you know, fussy consumer, very what we call fussy authority. In terms, if you talk about Japan, right, okay, Japan is a country that have their own what we call R&D. Okay, they are very stringent. So if you know, it's very difficult to penetrate, you know, in terms of a product into country like Japan. So if you can penetrate there, you know, and they are willing to receive your product, means that your product is good. But at the same time, our product are not expensive. Okay, the demand is fantastic. You know, we supply our product to also second world and third world country where the income is lower. So which are all these countries, right? Malaysia, Taiwan, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, Myanmar, Vietnam, Cambodia. Yeah, we supply to second and third world country. That means if second world, you know, country where the income is lower, you know, they can afford. That means if you are staying in first world country, right, your income is higher, right? Okay, you can definitely afford. Okay, so if you actually look from here that if you want to venture into a business, okay, wow, this is the wonderful products, right? Okay, now, but I think the next question is, so what if you have wonderful product? Does it mean I can make a lot of money? Yes, okay, that is a very good question. Can make money or not? Okay, so you need to make decent, you know, legal and ethical, you know, income. Yes, okay. Like I mentioned, we create a lot of $1 million incomes earner, and then in total, we create more than 500 individuals with $1 million income within a 10 years period. Do you know that there are some people, right, you know, for 30 years, they couldn't create $1 million income. You know why? If your income has never more than 30,000 a year, that means even you work for 30 years, you only make 900,000. Okay, that means you didn't make $1 million. There is also a lot of new grads, you know, if their income cannot surpass 100,000 a year. That means you work for 10 years, you still don't make $1 million. Not to mention even become a millionaire, you know. But over here, you know, within a very short span of 10 years, we have already more than 500 who has $1 million income. You know, personally, right, I make my million in 3 years. Okay, we pay a lot of income tax. Okay, so when you choose for a company or a business opportunity, right, go for one that create a lot of millionaire because you can also be one. Okay, so you know, John F. Kennedy mentioned if one person can make a difference, everyone should try. You know what he's saying, that if one person can make $1 million from a company, everyone should try lah. That means if a lot of people can make money from a company or platform, then you know everyone should not try. Okay, if a lot of people can make money from my company, you all should not try, you know, because try is only thinking and talking without taking action. So what should you do? You should take immediate action. You know, so you should look for the person who actually brought you on board. Okay, so I think after sharing so much, okay, there will be questions that people would like to ask. Hey Ben, you say you're $1 million income earner. I didn't see you driving a Rolls Royce. I also never see you driving those, you know, like a sport car. Okay, so is it true or not? You know, you got money, but you never spend. Okay, yeah lah. Okay, I know you all have this doubt. Okay, it's very normal. Okay, so over here, you know, there are always, you know, questions. You know, it may not be your question. Okay, but there are people who will ask this type of very blunt question. Okay, show me what you have. Okay, let me just share with you. Okay, I have a 400,000, you know, Maserati, which I, you know, mainly for my daily drive lah. Okay, so on my weekend drive, I have a Mercedes S-Class. This is for me to fetch my parents. Okay, what is the big difference? They are almost sport car. Just that the Mercedes-Benz is more comfort. You know, the rear is very huge. Okay, it's very comfortable. You know, a lot of old folks like this car. I think if you have a chance, you also love to buy one such car to ferry your parents around, or even ferry your children. Okay? But at the same time, there are also times that I prefer to stay low profile. I'm also like normal people. I don't want to get known. Okay, so I also drive a very low profile car, which is a Ferrari open top. Okay, whether you like it or don't like it, you know, I'm a man. You know, car is usually our hobby. Okay, so of course, if you are, you know, lady, you don't like car, right? Don't buy car. It's a waste of money, seriously. You know, this 3 cars that I own, right, cost me every year about 140,000 just to maintain. Okay, and that means you lost 140,000 every year. So if you got money, don't buy car, buy handbag. Okay, buy watches, they got resale value. Buy car is only depreciating only. Don't buy car. Go and buy handbag. Go and buy watches. Okay, if you want to buy property, don't buy now. Okay, prices are coming down. Like I mentioned, I'm used to be a real estate agent. Okay, so the price are going to keep on coming down. Okay, so probably buy another 2 years later. Don't go and believe those property agents. Okay, don't believe them. Why? They personally also never buy. So they say buy, right? But they never buy, right? You better don't buy. Okay, if they ask you to buy, you say you buy, then I buy lah. They won't buy one lah. Okay, and a lot of them, they don't own more than 2 properties. Okay, so where do I operate? Okay, if you see behind this car, right, you know, there is something like Win Uder, something like that. Office belong to Leeway. It's a 30,000 square feet office. So my personal office wise, okay, this is my personal office. It's located at 18 Howard Road at MacPherson area. There is an MRT station next to it called Tai Seng MRT. Okay, so my office come with swimming pool, come with gym, come with jacuzzi, come with barbecue pit. Okay, any question? Okay, so over here we train people how to become entrepreneur, business owner, and then from there, when you own the business, okay, even one day you retire, you can pass the business to your next generation. Where a lot of other trade, right, you know, like employment, even if you earn as much as me, you can't pass the income, you know. Even if you're CEO of a company, you earn as much as me. You cannot pass that position to your next generation when you retire. Your company will not be so good. You know, but most of the time, if you understand, right, company, you know, underpay you, so you can always complain about, you know, money not enough. Yeah. So like I mentioned, you know, my company won Singapore Prestige Brand Award. You know, a lot of people will always want proof. So this is in 2016, back 4 years ago. So, you know, we are even featured on newspaper. Okay? But we don't market our products on the newspaper. We allow you to market, so there's no conflict of interest. We don't compete with you. You market, you know, so buyer don't come to us direct. Buyer goes to you, so you enjoy the commission or the profit. Okay, so in 2016, you know, we are awarded, and out of so many awardees, we are the top 3. You know, we won, you know, the regional brands award. Okay, so among these 3, okay, they have multi-billion, and we cover more than 3 countries, right? It's ESCO 29 years old, you have saying 100 years old. So in 2016, we are at that point only 8 years old. So despite we are only 8 years old, you know, we have remarkable result as, you know, compared to 29 years old company and 100 years old company. So this award was presented by the gentleman with, you know, the one wearing spec. He is the Minister of Environment and Water Resources, Massago Zulkifli. Now, why I need to show you this? Whether you are Singaporean or you are not in Singapore, not Singaporean. A lot of people want legality. In business, you need to be legal. You see? Especially, you want to franchise with a company, there's a lot of scam. Right? So how do you identify scam? Okay? Don't go and partner with company below 3 years old. Don't be so stupid lah. Okay, no? Just want to be pioneer. Don't do that. It's very stupid. Never do that. A lot of startup, they actually fail in the first 3 years. Don't be greedy, by thinking going as pioneer and then, you will earn a lot. Okay? No, if you want to be pioneer, set up your own. Okay? But you don't know how to set up a company, you don't have $500,000, don't set up, go and buy a franchise, partner with a well-established company. Okay? Then when you look for a company, look for one that's more than 3 years and endorsement, by government, minister, and so forth. Understand? No? It's very simple. Don't make this type of stupid mistake. Okay? So next, what is the product that we have? This is our products. Okay, you see a lot of bottles. Okay, but the one on only the extreme left-hand one. Okay, this is already no more. This is our past version. Okay, currently, the one that we have is our latest version. It's just like a smartphone. We only sell the latest. Okay, so over the 12 years, we have upgraded our product 5 times. We are now on version 6. Okay, so where is our laboratory? Okay, it's not in Singapore. Our laboratory is in New Zealand. It's a pollution-free country. And today, with the technology, incorporated to make it possible, we are the Rolls-Royce of nutritional supplement. No other company products can beat us. Okay, so over here you see the bottle, you see the capsule. What is this product for? Okay, very quickly, I'm going to show you the video. They will explain what is the product for. It's a life cell therapy product.
Since ancient times, people have been looking for the best lifestyle, be it on basic necessities or overall health. Everyone wishes to achieve a perfect combination. Reversing time has been the dreams of many people. Technology was not as advanced and had many limitations in the past. Today, after years of research and the cooperation of technology, this is no longer a dream. The human body is composed of numerous cells. The aging of these cells is the fundamental cause of biological aging and the foundation of old age diseases. The recent discovery of living cells not only represents a major breakthrough in medical technology, it also changes the way we view modern medicine. Live cell therapy, the world's only proven effective method to reverse aging safely. To effectively recover a healthy physique can be traced back to 100 BC. Since the dawn of mankind, consuming marrows and placentas that come from either humans or animals, today, live cell therapy can either be injected or carried out through surgical transplant and other ways. Among these, placenta injections in Switzerland are the most popular and famous anti-aging method. Despite their exorbitant prices, many presidents, politicians, entrepreneurs, and celebrities have gone for placenta injections in Switzerland to maintain their youthful looks and restore youth and vitality. Live cell therapy is becoming increasingly popular. However, the application of these living cells are limited. Thanks to the advancements in medical technology, consumers can now rely on Reway's simple and effective live cell therapy, Pertia placenta, to live longer and gain better health. Since ancient times, it has been said that the deer is considered a traditional, priceless, and precious medicinal animal, which represents the much sought-after miraculous elixir. The deer's antlers, penis, blood, and heart are hailed as valuable ingredients in Chinese medicine. Its body, elegant and emphatic, is able to differentiate grass from weed and praised as the celestial beast. Pertia, which symbolizes the purity of the deer, originates from the clean and zero-pollution country of New Zealand. Research has also shown that deer placentas are most similar to human placentas, be it chemical or physical effects. Hence the main reason why Protea Placenta chooses to use it as its main ingredient. Deer placenta is attained through natural delivery by the doe and does not involve killing of deer in the process.
Okay, so this is our product, so we actually use the deer placenta extract. Okay, don't worry, you are not eating the whole placenta. Okay, you're only just using, the extract. Okay, it's just like, blood transfusion, you don't drink the blood. Okay, so what we actually do is that, we use modern technology. We harvest the deer placenta extract. Okay, it's only, in every capsule, right, there's only one drop of the deer placenta extract, which is the blood. We actually, freeze dry it, and then we will encapsulate it into a capsule. Okay, so to ensure that the cells do not actually mutate and then or to die off, we actually use nitrogen field technology. And once the capsule is done, okay, we put a coating over the capsule in such a way that the capsule do not dissolve in the stomach, so that the cells will not be destroyed by the stomach acid. So this capsule will only dissolve in the intestine. Okay, so from there, from the intestine, this cell will flow through your biliary cryon pathway and flow to every part of your body. Okay, so it's actually going to your bloodstream. So we also add in emulsification technology, also known as nanotechnology. Now, this technology allows the molecule to become smaller, so it can be absorbed, by our blood vessel. So this is actually very good for old folks who usually got cholesterol blockage. At the same time, we add in biosoft technology. So this is to ensure that the ingredient is absorbed by our body faster. So if you want, you have doubt, you can actually screenshot, over here, and then after that you can go and Google and see, is there any other product that have 5 technology? Okay, trust me, we are the only supplement that have all these 5 technology at a very cheap price. Now, moving on, the next, what are the ingredients that's inside? We total have 12. Okay, now, so on the left hand side is the placenta light cells, and then we have nucleoclavin. Okay, so this is the trademark ingredient from white strawberry. So it's an anti-inflammatory ingredient. So we also add in fucoidan. Okay, fucoidan is a nutrient that is found in Japan. It's a kind of seaweed. This one can kill cancer cells. Okay, don't trust me. Okay, screenshot, and then after which what you do, right, is Google, this ingredient. So at the same time, we add in apple polyphenol. So 1 capsule of our Protea equal to apple polyphenol of 100 apple. Okay, so as you know, an apple a day keeps the doctors away. So by taking 1 capsule, we are taking 100 apple. So we also add in Chinese herbs. Okay, so if you don't like the taste of Chinese herb, but here you can actually benefit from taking Chinese herb without the taste. Okay, so this one promote blood circulation, prevent stroke. So we also add in marine collagen, lycopene, aloe vera, borage oil, avocado, squalene, evening primrose oil. Okay, by all means, Google every ingredient. You know that all these are very good, supplement, that you can only buy individually, right, per bottle basis, in what we call the pharmacy. Okay, so if every bottle is going to be $70, you're going to pay like, $840 a bottle, and you need to actually take like 24 capsules a day. Okay, so what we do is we incorporate all into one. So this is overall a supplement. So improve your immune system, so it can help you to prevent yourself from falling sick, help you to recover faster from sickness. So you can also take together with your drugs prescribed by doctor. Yeah. So we also lower the 3 high, which is high cholesterol, high sugar, and high blood. Okay, so this will also protect and repair and renew your body, and it will also help you reverse the aging process. Okay, so for people who actually want to look younger, and then if you keep on going to beauty salon or you go to Switzerland to inject, placenta extract, okay, now there is a very simple way and very cheap way. Just take the product, you can look younger. Okay. So, but then the question is that, is it true or not? You're talking about light cell therapy, they got this effect. So if you don't believe me, it's okay. You can Google stem cells. Okay, of course you can Google live cells, but if you Google stem cell, you have more information. So this is a picture that you can plug from Wikipedia. Is that they will mention to you potential use of stem cells can help you to prevent all these illness. Okay, so I'm sure that nobody actually love to have such illness. So if they want to avoid, if they want to prevent, so this product definitely has this what we call demand. So if you want to know more about product and then who has it benefit, yeah. So these are our customers who share with us their before and after of taking the product. So some of them have illness like tuberculosis, cancer, diabetes, lupus, okay, ovarian cancer, leukemia. But from here you can see, before and after, the look, of taking the products. Okay. So like I mentioned, is not all illnesses will actually cure a person. Likewise, cancer may not cure a person, but it will make a person very miserable, very in pain. But if they are willing to actually take our product, the pain will be a lot being reduced. Okay. So if they are supposed to recover, they will also recover faster. Okay. So beside those testimonials here, you can see on YouTube, we also have a lot in terms of diabetes, legs that are rotten, Okay. So there's also others, they share with, their testimonial before and after. So your next question is that our product only, sold to people who look like that, they don't look like celebrities, they don't look like rich people, they all look like dying people, they take the product because no choice. Our product is actually very well received. Okay, just in case that you think that our product only sold to people who are in critical illness. No, our product also sold to celebrities, royalty, family, business owner. Okay, so I think right now, from looking at the screen, I know that you are thinking, Ben, you try to call me. Okay, I know you want proof, so let me share with you. This is an event in South Africa. So in this event, is celebrities, business owner, and king and queen of South Africa.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. It's a very impromptu evening. I would firstly like to say welcome, a very, very big welcome to His Majesty King Goodwill Zwelithini and our Queen Tandi. Thank you so much for being here. So ladies and gentlemen, this product is a nutritional supplement which has been touted as the Rolls Royce of nutritional supplements. What Hollywood celebrities go to have done in Switzerland is something called a stem cell infusion. And what New Zealand has now done is that they've managed to package a capsule in which the live stem cells are now in a tiny capsule. So it's nitrogen enriched, and the way the capsule is coated, it means that when you digest this capsule, it's not killed and released by the stomach acid. So it's held in and it releases very much later when it reaches your small intestine. So you're getting 60 to 80% more absorption. What does this mean? Yes, you're going to look 5 years younger almost by the first bottle, but it does more than that. It's for people who've been affected with cancer. We're talking about children who've had brain tumors and growths and gout and stiff joint pain. So it's everything and anything all in one capsule. What's great about this is that it says Pertia Placenta 6th edition, which means the product has been developed 6 times over the last 10 years. Please look at the before and after pictures. Like, there's a lady who really killed me because she has this big gout on her neck, and within 14 days it's gone. For me specifically, I have vitiligo, and it's assisted me tremendously. Like, I cannot begin to tell you how amazing that journey has been with this capsule. We're looking at people with HIV, renal.
Okay, so over here, I think you heard this lady presenting to the King and Queen of South Africa, and then the testimonial they're showing, right? What she's showing to the King and Queen is the same that actually I showed to you all earlier, correct? So of course, if you have doubt, whether that 2 person is King and Queen, you can also Google. Okay, so times have changed. During the olden days, that you can't Google to actually find proof, but these days you can actually Google and find proof. So the next question you might be asking, who is this lady? Ben, did you pay this lady like 20,000 to go and contact, King of Africa? You think, yeah, what you think is possible? Okay, but let me just share with you, it's not possible. You know, if 20,000 I can engage her to be an MC, you know, I will definitely pay. You know, 20,000 is not a lot of money. It's actually very little to do a business. Okay, so this lady is a very popular figure in South Africa. So who is she? Okay, so over here, this is a media interview with her, and then you know this media also visit her home. Okay, and by looking at the home, you will know it's going to be a multi-million. Okay, and this is a multi-million dollar income earner. Okay, so you know, let's look through the media and then the video, and you will actually know more.
It's human to dream of a life of idle luxury and never having to have a day's work for the rest of your life. That, however, isn't Surisha Naidu's style, and she thrives on hard work and fresh challenges. The obvious question is, just how does she do it? Let's see if we can get some answers.
Socialite, fashionista, businesswoman, actor, media personality, PRO, philanthropist, sister, wife, mother, and dog lover are all words that describe Surisha Naidu, but only certain aspects. To form a complete picture, we were invited to her home in Umhlanga.
Hello, Mela. Welcome to my home. We've got a fun full day ahead.
Okay, so I think over here we see a media, what we call interview her. So from here we actually can tell she actually stay in a very big mansion, you know, which I'm sure, you know, by looking at the size, you're going to know that it's going to be multi-million dollars. Okay, so she's also a business owner. She's also a fashion designer, and then she's a socialite. She's a PRO. So she definitely earns a lot. Okay, so I don't think she need to actually come over here and make another $1-2 million. Correct? So, but why is she willing to do this? You see, what happened to, you know, rich people? When they benefit from something, they are willing to share. Unlike poor people, they don't like to share. Okay, poor people always like to actually use their energy, their time to just exchange for income. They are not willing to share their knowledge. But rich people, I know they are always willing to share their knowledge to actually have more friends. Okay. So, you know, so much about our health product. You know, moving on, I also mentioned we have a beauty product. So, you know, we have, you know, skincare. So it's a spray and a mask. So very quickly, I want to show you the...
In order to sculpt the mystery of time, we traveled the world and have finally found the miracle rejuvenating and revitalizing essence. Conscientious Essence Spray. All natural. All botanical, without a single drop of water. A secret formula of golden proportions, working together with numerous advanced technology to enhance our powerful blend of 27 patented active ingredients, giving you the ultimate luxurious experience. Water-soluble nanogold, extracted through the natural iontophoresis of Sakuda gold powder. Together with cutting-edge technology, lets active ingredients penetrate deep into the skin. An automatic search function to fix any skin irregularity all on its own. Revitalizes your skin sensations and locks in youthful muscles. Enhanced cell repair strength makes your skin soft and delicate, giving you a youthful radiance from the inside out. Look and feel at your best again. What are you still waiting for? Conscientious Essence Spray, your doorway to an exquisite life.
Okay, so over here you saw our beauty spray, and then if you opt for mask, okay, so that is actually more for people who are more lazy and then they want to have, you know, enjoy more concentrated effect. So, you know, so they can also use the mask. Okay, the content is the same. Okay, so in fact, you know, you might be thinking why we want to actually to penetrate into the beauty industry. Okay, now for the first 10 years we are in health industry. Okay, the health industry based on the global wellness economy statistics, right, is 648 B. But if you actually penetrate into beauty industry, it's 999 B. It's 50% more. So if in terms of looking at business aspect, okay, of course, there is another huge amount of income that you can benefit. Okay, so when we want to penetrate into the beauty industry, we actually want to come out a product, which as many ingredients as possible. We want to be the number one, in the world. And then, so what we actually did, we garner a lot of patent ingredient, and then, to come up one product to have multiple effects. Okay. So in order to have this, we keep on, by adding and then adding without cutting, so, add up, finally we reach the optimum, okay, is that by putting 27 ingredients into one bottle, we are able to attain the golden proportion. Okay, now, this is the standard that most top-end skincare they want to achieve. The golden proportion, you must be able to give at least 15 effects. Okay, so if you talk about, SK2 don't give you more than 15 effects. The SK2 essence is only like 3 to 4 effects. Okay, so in order to achieve the golden proportion, all these ingredients, they cannot fight with each other. You have to mutually support, mutually harmonizing. They have to work together to give you all the effects. And to achieve this standard, you cannot add in harmful ingredients. So, our patent ingredients are all natural. There is no harmful ingredient. Right? So these are the purpose of all the ingredients that is inside, skin toning, anti-inflammatory, multifunction vitamin C, all in one, right? So what is the benefits of the, the skincare spray? So if you overlook here, right, okay, there are 20 effects. Like I mentioned, if you want to achieve the golden proportion, you need to achieve 15 effects. So over here, we achieve 20. So that, simple one spray, right, okay, you don't need any other skincare product. It's able to give you all these effects. Okay, maybe as a man, you don't like it, but your wife will definitely like it. Okay, even as a wife, you don't like it, your daughter will like it. You might be surprised. Even as a daughter, you don't like it, your mother will like it. Because their age, they want to look young. Okay, so you can always, get this for them. Okay? So in this bottle, we do not add in any water. The liquid content is actually from hydrosol of a plant or a flower petals. Okay, so and then out of 60% of the ingredients, right? Okay, they are all patent ingredient. Okay, except that the balance 40% are hydrosol. So all these ingredients are all botanical. They are concentrated. Okay, and this nanotechnology is able to penetrate to the skin deepest level. Now, coming back to here, just to share a bit more about company again to, remind everyone, okay? So, our product is manufactured in New Zealand, okay? It's a Singapore-owned company, and we already cover more than 10 countries. We have done over more than 10 billion in the first 10 years. We have 4 million users, and then we won Singapore Prestige Brand Award, blessing for government. And then for the first 10 years, we have 10 products, and then we have 1 product, and then currently we have 2 products, okay? But if you look at our growth chart, right, okay? So although we start from 0, okay, and then we grow from 3 million to even 500 million, and then to 1 billion in a very short span of 6 years. Currently, we are standing like $18 billion. So of course, if you work for a company, you want a company to actually grow every moment, correct or not? Okay. So now, okay. So if you want to actually, earn money from this platform, how do you do, right? Okay. As long as you have any friend who want a beauty product or health product, or if they have a job loss, they are retrenched, or they want to have a plan B income, just invite them to my Zoom. Just invite them. Can be for beauty product, can be for health product, or they just want to have a side income. You invite them here. Now, if they buy our product or they actually partner with us, okay, they invested, 568, or to get a bottle of product, we will pay you $100. Now, okay, should your client come here and one shot they buy 7 bottles, we will pay you 700. So what happens if your client buy 100 today and 1 week later they buy another 6 bottles? We will still pay you $700. Okay. So we will pay you, up to the 7 bottles. Any question? So if you are able to get 5 clients in 1 month, okay, So you're going to earn like 700 times 5. In total, you earn 3,005. Right? So moving on, if you actually come in, as a business owner, okay, like me, for me is I buy the products, I become like an operator. That means I'm not based on commission. We are based on like profit sharing. So in terms of profit sharing, of course, your earning will be a lot more. Okay, and then we are paid on a daily basis. So this is after 4 years in the company, and then you can see this is the kind of income that you can earn on a daily basis. Okay, so you can earn like 3,000 in a day, 4,000 in a day, 8,000 in a day, So I went, put something like over 3,000 in a day, right? 7,000 on 31st of December. It's a holiday, but as long people buy online, I get paid. Okay, so this is something before, Singapore lockdown. I'm making like over 6 days, 19,000. Okay, 15,000. Then 26,000 over 6 days. Okay, any more? 38,000 over 6 days. So there are also potential of 1 day, like $9,000. Okay, now the next question is, will this trade be suitable for you? Okay, actually nobody will know. To me, I find that this trade is suitable for everybody. Okay, the only part that when you comes in is new is you may find a little bit difficult, but certain people will find it very easy lah. Okay, but whatever easy or difficult, just give it a try lor. I'm sure after 2 to 3 weeks you'll get used to it. Okay, and then whether you want to see a substantial result, right? Give yourself 2 years. Just give yourself 2 years. Why? Likelihood, looking at the pandemic, it will actually last 2 years. So if you are a real estate agent, there is a possibility the next 2 years, there's a lot of viewing you can't conduct. I'm a real estate agent also, so I'm very well informed. Okay, so there's a lot of job that you cannot be very convenient. Okay, so even let's say you can go out and conduct viewing, like let's say in real estate. Why I say real estate? Because real estate is one place you can make a lot of money. Alright, but if you look at the market, if it's a downtrend market, nobody is going to buy projects. Developer is going to pay you 6% commission. But trust me, you need to keep back 4% to the customer. You better don't get caught. You get caught, you'll be put in jail. It will be a disgrace to your family, disgrace to your children, if you do keep back to your buyer. Okay? So personally, I know real estate can make a lot of money, but I'm not going to do it. Okay? But let's say you're not in real estate, if you are in any other trade, okay? You need to know whether your trade is, whether your boss, the owner of the company that you're working for, are they affected by this COVID virus? In just April alone, right, 8,600 entity business owner has closed shop. So, does your employer belongs to one of them? If they belong to one of them, that means you're going to be jobless. You might want to look for a job, but again, is that what will happen? There's going to be a lot of jobless rate. But let's say you are not being affected, okay? You have a very stable job. Then what would you think will happen for the next 2 years? Your income will grow tremendously, or maybe be an income freeze, or maybe the boss want you to, drop, reduce your income, pay cut. But let's say you are able to maintain your income for the next 2 years. Are you comfortable for earning the same income for the next 2 years? If you're not comfortable, come on board. You see? So, even with your income stable for the next 2 years, a lot of, you still need to spend a lot of money. If today you are young, you need to have a relationship partner. You got to invest. Whether you are man or woman, you need to invest. Even if you are a woman, you need to invest. You need to make up. You need to buy new clothing to go for the date. But let's say if you're getting married, you need to buy a property. Correct or not? You buy for HDB, everything CPF. But trust me, your renovation, your electrical appliance, your aircon, you need to pay cash easily 40, 50,000. Okay? Maybe you say, I already got property, married already. Okay? Or going to get married, then you need to pay for bridal, wedding, you need to go for holiday. Or even if, let's say you already, marriage and then you plan for the next year, you're going to start a family. Correct? Children need extra, income investment. Okay, but let's say if your children are all grown up, they are all 30 years old, I'm sure the next 2 years is going to be very tough for them. Okay, So, if they're going to be income freeze, then it's going to be very tough. I don't think you want to rely on your children. But if your children is 30 years old, that means currently you could be 60 years old. That means in the next 2 years, you need to plan for retirement. Now, if you want to retire, that means you don't want to work. Are you ready for retirement? Don't tell me semi-retired. Work at McDonald's, Kentucky. Okay? Likelihood McDonald's, Kentucky will be all, drive away already. Okay? A lot of old folks like to actually, face value. I'm semi-retired. There's no semi-retired. Semi-retired means not yet retired. Okay? So, if you talk about retirement, means that you don't work, then, but what is the living standard in Singapore every month? It's about 2,500. That means you need about 30,000 a year. 2,500 times 12 is 30,000 a year in Singapore. Right? So, if you are going to live for another 30 years until age 90, okay, you're going to need 30,000 times 30 years is 900. If you can live up to 100 years old, you need 1.2 million. So that is the basic expense you need to have, not including medical. Okay? So if you don't have 900,000 in the bank, okay, trust me, you cannot retire. If you want to retire, you've got to sell away your HDB, sell away your condo, pay away all the loans, and then, with the cash you stay with your children. Then it becomes a liability to the children again. Okay? So of course, if you want, what you can do is, start a business, you earn passive income like us. Okay? So what you need to do, make a decision. I know it's difficult. If I ask you to make a decision to own a business, you are going to be very afraid. But you can always join us as a freelance and make that, few $1,000s every month until you're comfortable, then you come in as a business owner. Okay? So when you need to make a decision, there's always fear. Okay? Fear will create two groups of people. Okay? Which group do you belong? Forget everything and run. This is not for me. Or you face everything and rise and you succeed like us. If you forget everything and run and say, this is not for me, you think you will be safe? No, you are not safe. Okay, why? You run, okay? You go back to your job, but you don't forget there is still, up and coming 100 people that will be jobless. Okay, you're going to compete with them. If you lost your job, worse, you really have to compete with them. If you don't lose your job, they may come after your job. Okay, but you actually, come on board, without quitting your job. If you have your job, don't quit. Come on board with us, learn, and one day your income will surpass your current job. Okay? So likewise, again, John F. Kennedy said, if one person can make a difference, everyone should try. So if one person can make $1 million here, everyone should try. But if a lot of people can make $1 million here, you can also make $1 million. So don't try. Try is only thinking without taking action. So with this, I actually come to my end of my sharing session. So if you want to actually know more how to become a business owner, okay, you can actually stand behind. Okay, so I will be ending the session. If you got any question, you can always text the person who brought you to this Zoom. Okay, text the person or call the person who brought you to this Zoom. But if not, you can also ask questions in the message chat box. Okay, there's a message chatting box. You can also text in. Okay, I will come back to you in the next, 3 minutes. Thank you very much.
You shouted hello, but I can't hear a word you say. They got me loud, not saying much. Don't criticize, however, but it's because shoot me down, but I get up.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for still staying back. My name is Mindy. I'm just a short introduction. I'm Ben's personal assistant. Now, feel free to raise your question so that we can actually attend to you and we know what exactly that you like to clear the air, or you like to clear your doubts. or to the extent, maybe you are wondering, you keen, but Ben didn't say how to kickstart. So you just raise me your question, and we will, if we have substantial question, I will invite Ben back to answer your question. You can ask your question. Hello. You can ask your question in two manners. You can choose to unmic yourself to raise your question, or you can
you can actually just put up some reaction. Okay, then if I happen to ask you any question, yes or no, then just share with me your personal view. Okay, if you need. Okay, everyone, I'm back. Is there any question from anyone here? Or you just want to know, I mean, if there's no question, I actually proceed to how you can become a business over here. Okay. So far, so good, yeah? Okay. So I will proceed to the next part, how to actually become a business owner. Okay, now, there are actually two ways to become a business owner. Okay, so as a business owner, okay, there's always bound to be, let me, one moment, share screen. Okay, as a business owner, as you all know, okay, it's just like being a real estate agent or you own a retail shop, right? Okay, you definitely need a business investment. Okay, but ours is just not a lot. So, so for one way, if you, let's say, package A, you invest 3,688. Okay, so if you invest this amount, you become a business owner, you become an associate or affiliate, you'll be given, 7 bottles of the product free. So you buy the business 3,006, okay, you'll get 7 bottles, okay, or 7 box. But if you commit today or by latest tomorrow, right, you will get 9 boxes. Clear? Okay, that means if you commit today, the standard is 7 bottles or 7 boxes of the product. So you can choose a mixture. That means you can choose between, the health product, or you can choose between the beauty product. You can choose, you can even combine. Okay, so as long as you decide by tomorrow, instead of getting 7, you will total get 9. So you can choose like 3 supplement, 3 beauty spray, and then 3 box of the mask. Okay. So for each box mask, each box, okay, there'll be 20 pieces, good for 2 months. Okay, now, so but if you opt for the cheaper one, which is one package is 168, okay, you get 1 box of our product. You can only choose 1. Okay, but if let's say you choose the beauty product, then you can have option to choose whether you can have a mixture of the spray and the mask. Okay, now. At the same time, we will also, allows you to attend our exclusive training. Okay, so if you are able to commit within 2 days, right? Okay, there will be additional training for your very special training, by top achievers. Okay, so my top achievers, some are from real estate industry also. Okay, so some of them are, previously lecturer. So they will actually teach you how to market market our products easily using social media. Okay. So if over here there's no sales target, unlike like insurance or you work for somebody, okay, and over here we don't have money auto ship. So that means your investment is only one time. You don't need to pay any monthly compulsory purchase. We don't need to ask for your credit card details. So it's only a one-time payment. So should you have any sales, okay, you pay out every day after 12:30. So it's a daily bonus payout. Okay, so we are even better than some like what we call Grab delivery. They pay you after 2-3 days or every weekly. So over here we pay you every day. Okay. So compared to my property trade, last time if you do rental, you pay after 1 to 2 weeks, and then if you do sales, lucky worse, it's 3 months. If you do developer sales, my God, sometimes they take 6 months to 9 months. Okay? So over here we pay daily, and then the account that you have is a lifetime membership. Okay? So that means as long as even one day if you pass away, right, the account will be gifted to your next of kin. So it's forever yours. Unlike that if you work in any other trade, once you pass away, the income is gone. Even in real estate, you pass away, they say the overriding will give to your family, but it's only limited to only 3 years or 5 years. Correct now? Okay? So over here is a lifetime. And then, let's say, give an example, today, you come in with that, package A, 3,688, you earn 3 kinds of bonus: referral, development, and matching bonus, 3 kinds. So how does it work? Okay, when you come on board, we'll give you 1 account. So when you market the product by bringing people into my Zoom, so whether you are freelance or business operator, it's the same. You bring people into my Zoom, okay, to listen to this talk. Can be for business or can be for buying the health or beauty products. Okay, so if they commit also 3,600 package, okay, we will pay you Singapore dollar 345. So you can cash out after 12:30. So if you go for another one, of course, we will pay you another 345. But when you have 2, okay, that means once you have 2, below, you actually consider as a team manager. So as a team manager, we will pay you this thing called development bonus because you already have 2 customers under you. Okay, so be it whether they are customer or operator, we call you a team manager because you got direct 2. So you get a extra income called development bonus. So you can also say development bonus is a pairing bonus, PAIR, 1 left, 1 right, 1 pair, pairing bonus. So this is also like going to be a passive income. Okay? So, if A has another sales, B have another sale, we will pay you another development bonus. So if A got 10 sales, B got 10 sales, we're going to pay you 10 development bonus, which is 3,450. And that is passive. That means after you brought in A and B, and you don't like this trade, you quit, but your account is still there. A trained by me, B trained by me. A bring in 10 sales and A, B both bring in 10 sales. We pay you 3,450. You don't need to pay for any relicense. Okay? So this is the reason why I switched from real estate to this trade. My agent don't need to go for what we call exam anymore. It's so difficult to pass. Now, let's say if you brought in your A and B, they are both consumer, what happened? Okay, I'm going to move this chart to the next chart here. You brought in your A and B. A and B are both consumer. After they took the product, like many of our customers, they benefit. They just want to earn some money, to get some money back. So if A and B recommend 2%, so it will, looks like, on your left hand side, you have 2 more sales, right hand side, you have 2 more sales. These are not operator, this is happy customer. So 2 left, 2 right, we pay you 2 pair, we pay you 690. So what happens if every customer comes in, they are happy, okay? But in a way is that, when everybody bring in the customer, please bring them to my Zoom, allow us to train them. So if everybody comes in, they are happy, they also brought in 2 customers, and each buying 3,006 package. Do you know what happened after 9 months? This is how I make my income. You like it or you don't like it, you believe or you don't believe, this is what happened. Okay? You can choose to doubt. But if you choose to doubt, you will never have a new way of making extra income. You may say I'm a scam. but we are already 12 years in Singapore. I can book the National Stadium. Can your company do the same thing? If I can book the National Stadium and I'm a scam, then your company is definitely a scam because you can't even have the budget to book National Stadium. You can think whatever you want to think. You see, we already proved. You see? So we are so big that our competitors hate us so much. They try to sabotage us. No matter how they sabotage, okay, we still, we are still opening. Okay? We are still opening. End of this year, December, we're going to book National Stadium again. You like it or you don't like it, we will still book National Stadium again. And you can still continue to think that I'm a scam. Okay? So by all means, if you are Singaporean, you got Google, go and Google and find out. Okay? So you know how Singapore, how Singaporean work. If you are a scam, during this pandemic, there's a lot of scammers. Okay? They all get caught. Over the first 4 months, right, there are totals, 40 over million being scammed. In terms of dollars and cents, more than $40 million being scammed. And they get caught. Okay? So it's not possible. We are 2.5 billion turnover company last year. So not possible to scam, especially with so many officers in overseas. So these are the potential income that you can earn over here after 9 months. Okay? So even if you are very slow, you couldn't get your team couldn't get 2%, cannot sell 2% every month. No. Even if you sell 2 in 2 months, you do it in 18 months, you still earn about 180,000 in 18 months. If you don't spend a single cent, do you know 176,000 you can buy a Mercedes C-Class. You can buy a BMW 3 Series. You can also, or even you can buy a Audi A4. If you are not driving one, means you don't earn this amount. You can earn this extra income. Eh? But you may be thinking, the way you pay like a pyramid. Okay. So how we actually, we have a product, how we end up we are approved by government is because Singapore has a law you need to follow. Okay. So the MAS has a guideline you need to follow. IRAS has a guideline you need to follow. So over here per account we can only receive up to 135,000 a month. So if you follow in such a way that the company do not pay out more than they receive, then you are legal. You see, because as long as the company pay out, based on their profit, they pay out and then they don't overpay. They don't go into deficit, the company is legal. So you understand, this is if you come in based on 3,688 package. But let's say, you say, no, I just want to try first. My client don't have the budget. So your client want to try a smaller package. This is a smaller package. Okay, they can come in with 568. They only buy 1 bottle of the products. Okay, so if you look at it, to sell a bottle, to get somebody to try the product for 568 is very easy. Every week you get 2. And everybody comes in the next week they get 2. Actually, at the end of the 9 week, right, if you look at the numbers, even you are very lousy in maths, you fail in maths, everything comes to, at the end of 9 week, you get 256 on the left, 256 on the right, based on 256 pair, you multiply by $53, okay? You still get paid 13,568 on the 9 week, giving you a total income of 27,000 on the second month. Okay, so this is we're talking about selling boxes. So this is talking about selling sets. Clear? Okay, I go back. This is selling boxes. Okay, that means you don't push your client to buy a lot, because sometimes some people don't have a budget, especially usually under this type of pandemic. A lot of people only want to keep cash. They don't know how to invest in themselves. A lot of people will sometimes run away from responsibility rather than invest 568 on themselves, build a career for the children, right? They rather take 568, ask the children to go for 2 months of tuition, which cannot increase their income, or which totally cannot increase income. They maybe invest 568 for what? K1, K2. But if you were me, right, for me myself, I would rather invest this 568, create the income. So even so what? My children don't go for 2 months of tuition. My children don't go to what nursery, all this. At the end of the day, when I pass away, I give this account to my children. You know, even they are only a O-level graduate, they can't even get a diploma. But important thing is every month, you know, they are getting 5 digits. So what if you have 2 more months of tuition? Can you earn 5 digits? 2 more months cannot give you 5 digits lah. True or not? Okay, fair talk. If we talk about, I'm talking about life sharing, right? So this is 3688, you know. So over here, you know, if you feel that, you know, for a product or business is so expensive, okay, I can split up and share with you. If you talk about 3006, $700, you get a license to operate. You know, you split up, 1005 goes to the products, 1004 goes to the training. $700, you know, you get a license to operate immediately. Now, today, even if you want to be a Grab delivery, you need to buy a bicycle, 700. You want to buy a motorcycle, you make sure you have a driving motorcycle, like what we call riding license. Okay, let's say you have it. Even you buy a motorcycle, easily start from 2,000 if you buy a scooter. But does it give you the opportunity to one day you can earn so much, you know, that you can make $1 million over the next 3 years or 10 years? If Grab delivery, right, as a deliver can make $1 million 1 year, I also go and be a delivery man. If you can promise me, right, you can show somebody who actually become a delivery man and make $1 million in 3 to 4 years, I will also become a delivery man. Okay, it's not possible. Okay, so if you go down into the product, you know, the product is only 1588 for how many bottles? 9 bottles. 9 bottles of the product, that means 1 bottle is less than $200. Very cheap. Okay? Then 1004 goes to the training and mentorship. Today, 1 year of tuition per month is about 200. 1 year of tuition for a secondary school. 1 month 200, 1 year is 2,400. Today we're talking about 1,400. You know, training and mentorship by people who own luxury cars, people who make $1 million. You know, we have a lot of trainers. Our trainers, some of them are driving Rolls-Royce. So you'll be all grouped together. We have training for 200 packs, 300 packs. So you get trained by all successful achievers. Okay, so 1,004 is very cheap. Today, if you don't have a diploma, you try to get a diploma, 3 years part-time costs you 10K. If you don't have a degree, part-time degree, 5 years costs you 30K. But have you came across part-time diploma or degree holder driving Rolls-Royce? I never came across yet. Within the 10-year period, I never came across yet. No. But let's say budget issue. Then try a bottle first. The entry level 568, $100 for a license. Okay? Even if you want to do Q10, you know, $100 is not enough. Okay? Training, mentorship, 200. You know, start from basic. Product 268 for 1 bottle. But of course, if you go for the 3006, your per bottle, you know, because, you know, if you can commit now, there will be 2 bottles more. So you actually goes down per bottle is less than 200. You know, but if you go for 1 bottle, you know, this is the best that we can offer. Okay, 568, $100 go to the license, $200 go to the training and mentorship, and then 268 go for the product. It's still very value for money. Okay, so in our trade, we are known as direct sales. So, you know, there is a lot of people who recommend about direct sales, or people who call this as network marketing. You know, this is a modern way of doing business. So these are, you know, verdicts, you know, testimonial from Warren Buffett, you know, Donald Trump, Robert Kiyosaki, you know. So, you know, lastly, you know, if you talk about direct sale, I'm sure you instantly relate us to Amway, Avon, Herbalife, Mary Kay, New Skin, Yoterra. These are all very successful companies. But looking at their success, the fastest growing company is New Skin. Okay, they hit $1 billion in 20 years. Trust me, if you join New Skin, you don't make money now. They are really saturated. Okay, so even if they are not saturated, okay, their speed is slow. They took 20 years to hit 1B. We took 6 years and we hit 1B. So if let's say when company hit 1B, you can make $1 million. That is the speed. In New Skin, you need 20 years to make $1 million on the average basis. Okay, that's why I never came across people who in New Skin make a lot of money. Okay, but in real way, potentially, you can make $1 million average on a 6-year basis. So do you prefer to make $1 million in 20 years or 6 years? Simple, right? Okay, of course, 6 years. So given an opportunity like this, what is your take? Okay, what is your take? Make a choice. It's either now or never. It's either now or never. Okay, I know some of you will think later lah. Later also can what? Later, most later become never. Okay, I've been doing training. Most people say later, 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 later. It never happened. Because why? They forget. Because why? They got a lot of things to handle. They forget everything. You don't believe, you try later, you will also forget. So it's only either now or never. Okay, so with this, I end my sharing session. Okay, I hope that you don't regret for the things you didn't do when you had the chance. Okay, I'm sure some of y'all may not understand, but if you are now currently 60 years old, 70 years old, if you have some life experience you want to share, okay, please by all means you can share. If you are, I'm sure I'm saying only if you are 60 or 70 years old. Okay, I'm sure there are things you want to do you didn't have the chance. Correct or not? If your wisdom, your experience is able to inspire somebody here, I'm not asking you to ask them to buy things, but personally you think that you are wise enough, you can share something to inspire the younger generation. I want to be your friend. Especially if you are India or you are from Philippines. Okay, we are already expanding our market to your country. Okay, we need you to actually come in to work together with us. We hope that we can help you, also helps the people in your country benefit from the product. So Singapore, HSA allows the product to be marketed. Definitely the product is safe. So with this, again, I end my sharing session. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You shout it out, but I can't hear a word you say. They talking loud, not saying much. They criticize how we are, but it's weak of say. Shoot me down, like it up.
Chloe, dah scan lah Chloe.
Hi, thank you everyone. Okay, we already come to the end of the career briefing. Yeah, so you can, if you want to know further details or like to have some basic training, irregardless whether you are interested into promoting the product as a freelancer, or if you prefer, to promote platform, okay, all the detailed links will be with the person who invited you. So yeah, do call them, and yeah, they will give you some basic training on that. Yeah. Meanwhile, for operator, for licensed operator, you actually can stay behind. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, for operator, stay behind. If you are first time attending this Zoom talk, okay, I think if I'm not wrong here, I see Christina. Christina, do you have any question? Okay, if actually there's no question within the 2-3 minutes, I'll be actually starting to remove if you are a guest. Okay, if you have no question. Okay, so because for no question, we will be going into training, also group meeting, for those who actually joined yesterday and the day before. Christina, do you have any question? If you don't have question or you're not there, I'll be removing you already, yeah? Okay, Lian Tan. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
听到。
Okay. Okay, if you are a member, I call your name. You don't need to say anything. Okay?
Okay.
So, okay, very good. Okay, if you're possible, if you can go to video mode, can you? Okay, if we have more than 3 person not in video mode, I will cancel the meeting already. I think it's no fun that, or if not, I will remove you if you are not in video mode. Okay, unless you tell me you got phone problem. I think it's fair to everyone. You got phone problem or you can mute yourself, so, but at least go into video mode. What do you prefer?
全部开 video mode.
Without video mode, I remove or what?
Yes. Agree? 开 video mode 的人 agree?
讲话嘞
Yeah, basic respect 啦哈。
对啊。
ready 嘞。
可是你这个不可以。
但乔安你是不可以 video mode 是吗？
OK。
Anthony， 你的 video mode 不能开哈？是电脑有 issue 还是不要开？还有 Keith。
Keith 是 video